How do I reconnect the landlines?
The landlines are designed for easy reconnection. The router for the landlines is on the roof of operations. Simply activate the controls and the hardware will reconnect and reboot automatically.
That's all I need right now.
Very well, Commander. User...
Stay alert. Being cold beats being dead.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline. Now exiting to the roof. User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline. online. How may I assist you?
That's all I need right now.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out. User alert. Main reactor shut down in a
The sooner we're off this frozen world, the better.
Turians don't like the cold, Shepard. Did I ever mention that?
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. Now,
I've never seen so much ice and snow.
I do not like this place. Too many dark secrets. The sooner we're off this... frozen world, the better.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. Alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Bring it on!
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
The AG-3 fuel line's cut.
I do not like this place. Too many dark secrets.
Connections restored. Processing new data. User alert. Unable to connect to hot lab facilities.
What's this about loose contaminants?
Dangerous biological agents are present in the tram. The tram station has been sealed in the interest of crew safety. Activation of the fail-safe plasma jets is recommended prior to access.
Override.
Releasing safeties. Proceed at your discretion.
Tell me what happened here.
I'm sorry, but I need a more specific query.
That's all I need
Very
right now.
well, Commander. Logging you out. Now entering decontamination and transit hub. No hazardous or unauthorized materials detected.
We got them all, Shepard.
Control group losing them. They're in... Can't escape. Up the tunnels now. We're sorry. The leads couldn't get to the struck. Get out while you can.
He killed himself because he was part of whatever happened here?
He He must have felt there was no hope of surviving, that killing himself would be easier.
Online. Connected to subsidiary facilities.
Tell me what happened here.
I'm sorry, but I need a more specific
What's
query.
the status of
Rift
Rift
Station has been locked down by the staff. There are presently no contaminants.
Give me a status report on the hot.
I am sorry. The network...
Give me an overview.
The complex is built within a glacier.
That's all I need.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out. Departing Central Station. Destination, Rift Station. Now arriving at Rift Station, Binary Helix Research Facility.
Stand down. Sorry, we couldn't be sure what was on the tram.
Can those things work a train's controls?
Hell if I know. I'm not assuming any goddamn thing. Look, you're human and that's enough that I won't shoot, but I'd like to know who you are.
My name is Shepard. I'm a Spectre.
Huh. I won't look a heavily armed horse in the mouth. The aliens overran the hot labs last week. Only Han Olar got out, and he ain't all there anymore. The first we knew, the bastards were clawing into my command post. We had a lot more staff then.
You were taken by surprise and had civilians to protect. You did a good job, Captain.
Yeah? Sure as hell doesn't feel like it. The board sent an Asari to clean up the mess. She went to the hot labs yesterday. We haven't heard from her since.
Benezia. Is she still over there?
I don't know. I don't see what one person could do.
A matriarch has the skill to keep herself alive for a long time.
There's an emergency elevator out by the trams. This card will let you activate it. It can take you down to the hot labs. Oh, and if you need any first aid, Dr. Cohen's downstairs in the med bay.
Tell me about Rift Station.
I can't talk about everything. What do you need to know?
Tell me about Rift Station.
I can't talk about everything.
I've got work to do.
Yeah, I hear that. Hell! Man the perimeter!
Kill them all.
Clear.
Thanks for the help. Every few hours, a group comes up the tram tunnel. It's actually better since we locked down the elevator.
I don't know why they keep throwing themselves against our defenses. Something you need?
What can you tell me about
Ask
the-
Dr. Olar. He's the only one who made it out of the hot labs. He's the only Volus left in here.
I need to know more about the situation in the hot labs.
Facility's off the network. The only way to find out would be to send scouts down the elevator, and I won't send my people to their death.
Did the aliens come from
You want
inside?
my personal opinion? Labs like that exist to do stupid crap that gets people killed.
Tell me about the structure.
It's built in. Normally, the crew gets to the labs using a tram from Central Station. We've got an elevator that connects directly, but it's for emergency use only. Listen. I'm not sending my people down there. It's too dangerous. You understand?
How are your people
We
holding
weren't
up?
expecting the initial wave. Those of us left are short-handed. We've kept order by long shifts and stems. I don't like it, but I don't see an alternative.
You're certain the
She hasn't
matriarch...
come back here. You came through Central Station.
I've got work to do.
You and me both.
I'd kill for a P-204. Just hold down the trigger and zap. Hallway full of flash-boiled bugs.
You're not gonna go to the hot labs, are you? That stain in the corner is where Ellie died. I wanted to ask her out, but
Where did they come from? Were they in the lab? I never went in the high security areas.
What?
You're a member of the science team?
Recently transferred, yes.
What do you do here?
Molecular genetics. I specialize in biotic enhanced allele-specific hybridization.
Tell me about yourself.
I am Alestia Alice from the University of Arraeus. Is there anything in particular you want to know, or should I just spout
Did I interrupt
I was
something?
meditating. I suppose to a species as brash as yours, it
Sorry, I'll leave.
Then I will return to my meditations. What?
You seem less upset at this
That
situation.
is one of the virtues of the meditation you interrupted.
You're a member of the science
Recently
team?
transferred, yes.
What do you do here?
Molecular genetics. I specialize in
That's a
biotic-
bit technical for me.
I am very good at tracking inherited variations in genetic sequences. I'm sure you would find it quite...
That's all for now.
Then I...
Science pukes.
Uncertain. I welcome you. Cautiously,
I heard there were some problems up here.
furtively. I am concerned about the state of our guards. For now, with forced cheer, I still have a limited...
Let's have a look.
Regretfully...
my contract was up. I was going home.
What? No! Sorry. I haven't had much sleep since the attack. Is there something you need?
What sort of work?
I can't say. I signed a non-disclosure agreement. The location is terrible, but the pay is better than any other commercial lab.
You're not happy on Peak 15?
The outside world doesn't exist here, just walls of ice. And it's easy to forget why science is guided by ethics. Maybe we're paying for that now.
What do you know about the
Nothing.
hub?
I didn't work there. As far as I know, Han Olar was the only survivor.
Is he in the medical ward?
No, he's staying in the science team. Be gentle with him. He had a trying experience. I'm a toxicologist. I can't talk about my work. Not that I'm doing anything since the accident.
There was an accident here?
I can't talk about what happened. Talk to Dr. Cohen in the medical ward. He was the project lead.
I'm looking for
Sorry. Well, there's also our guest, Lady Benezia. Captain Ventralis might know where she is.
How are you holding up?
It would be petty to complain after showering off a coworker's brain. None of us have had enough sleep since the attack. Of course, not all of us have guns.
I'll talk to you later.
Remember to report any suspicious noises.
By now. What do you want?
Were they attacked?
They're suffering from a toxin. I have a non-disclosure agreement. I shouldn't discuss it with anyone outside of the company.
But you're going to.
And I'd like to think that the company finds our lives more valuable. You know Mira, the VI for Peak 15? She handles the safety protocols for our experiments here.
We reactivated her on our way through.
That was you? I'm grateful. We lost the connection to Mira in the middle of an These three were exposed to a toxin, something we were working on.
I understand your caution, but I need details.
It's a bioweapon, based on an exotic life form discovered on the frontier. They wanted something that could kill the creature. But there was no profit in something that kills one species on the frontier. We kept working on it and adapted it to affect more species. Thoros B is highly infectious, but can't pass from one person to another, like a biowar attack without a pandemic spread.
It doesn't matter how safe you make it. Biological weapons are illegal.
Militaries, governments, they'll get this kind of weapon one way or another, and we're trying to limit the damage. I know you can't see that.
Is there a cure, Doc?
Our first priority was getting it working. We were close. Our notes and equipment are locked in the quarantine labs. Captain Ventralis doesn't want to risk more contamination.
Is he right to keep people out?
No, the toxin has a brief period of viability. After that, it breaks down into simple protein chains. But he won't listen.
I'll talk to him. Maybe I can convince
I can't ask you to do this officially, but if you can... The quarantine labs are near... Once you're in there, look for our notes. It should just be a matter of following our processes.
Talk to you later.
I hope you can do something.